right now. But we are going to continue on. Improvements is going to be where we kind of focus for the next several minutes of the show with, and if I told you these were faux, would you believe me? I'm telling you, I thought they were real. I knew they weren't, but when you see the color and the vibrancy of these spheres, they're 13-inch faux petunia flowers on these spheres. You're getting 2 of them, and this is something new and exclusive to HSN. The flex pay is under $8. They are stunning, and we're going to talk about them. So Deborah Byers, who is the expert, is joining us. Deborah, good morning to you.
Good morning. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you too.
And good morning, everyone. If you were just watching about 10 minutes earlier when Carrie was here showing you all about the flowers, I'm here for those of us that don't have green thumbs and want to have something that's going to be instant out of the box, and that is the gorgeous faux spheres, because you know Improvements knows faux. And we haven't had spheres in a long time, but we've had an entire array of them over the years that have always been hugely popular. And these are the petunias. They're unbelievably gorgeous. They're 13 inches in diameter. These are the multi-petunias. They're orange gorgeous. They're yellow. They're absolutely spectacular in fuchsia, covered in green that is all variegated. So you're going to see tons of different colors. They're absolutely amazing and maintenance free. You don't have to water them. You don't have to spray them. You don't have to do anything with them. All you need to do when you get them out of the box is give them a little zhuzh, and that's going to be all you need to do. Now, what do you do with them? Well, that's entirely up to you. Spheres are hugely popular because you can just plop them in a pot. You can put them in a window box. They weigh about 3 pounds. You can hang them on a fishing hook and hang them on a fishing line and hang them on a hook, on a shepherd's hook, on a porch, in the trees. You can take them apart because there's a center seam and they snap together, and then excuse me, and then you can have 4 halves around your yard or garden, but you're going to be in charge. The best part is you don't have to do anything but display them, and they're great for inside your home or outside your home. They are a high-end decorative tool that you're going to have in these gorgeous, gorgeous colors.
I love it. Worry-free, water-free, set them and forget them. You've got lots of color from every angle too. And you're getting both of them for under $40. The flex pay, because we've got 5 flex. Today's the last day of everything being 5 flex, but $7.99 to get home. And when we say 13 inches, this is big. It's bigger than a basketball. I can't think of another sphere that I could compare it to. Bigger than a basketball, big in its, in its presence. So like, even I'm gonna step back really quickly so you could see.
Let me get out of your
look
way.
at the presence this brings, even from a distance. So if you're decorating and hanging these, how gorgeous.
Well, they're spectacular because there's 72 flowers on each one of them. That's 144 flowers that you're going to be getting on the set of 2 that you're getting today. Now, how can you decorate with them? You can go ahead, remember, all you're gonna do is give them a little zhuzh. And we say that sort of in jest, but when we package them, they're going to come in a bag and then in a box, and then they get kind of smushed in there. So you just kind of want to revitalize them a little bit. But remember, you don't have to spray them, you don't have to trim them, you don't have to water them, you don't have to do anything to them. They're ready to go, literally out of the box. Now, they are lightweight. They weigh about 3 pounds. So what can you do? You can hang them with a fishing line. The inside is like a little, it's like a plastic cage in there. Okay. So you can simply find it and go ahead and hang them. Because they're lightweight, you can just hang them in the trees or hang them on a hook. Or you can go ahead and attach them one to the other and have sort of a vertical display. You can go ahead and separate them like we said. There you go. You see them? They snap together and they pull apart. And once you pull them apart, you can snap them back together. So you can place them in your garden, little half domes. You can put them on the table as a tablescape. You can go ahead and plop them in a pot. And you know, we all have those home stores, the discount home stores. All of our neighborhoods have them, where you can get inexpensive pots. You don't need to spend a lot of money to have them displayed beautifully, because the beauty is in the spheres. We've done all the work. You could just get a regular clay pot and put this in here and elevate your entire look. But having these flanking your front door, or flanking a fireplace, or on a table for entertainment, you're in charge. But these are spectacular. Now, a little bit of business. When we presented, you know, we know faux, Improvements knows faux. Last last year we had the hanging petunia baskets, and you guys loved them. They were customer pick, amazing. These will work back to the petunia baskets that we had last year. So if you want to have something that's going to work back, because we haven't had spheres for a very long time, these are new now. So this will give the opportunity to kind of create that look if you've already purchased the petunias. But look at how spectacular they are. They're just sitting there being pretty.
That's right, it's vibrant. You can intermix these with your, your real plants, but this is the thing. What I love is that it gives you instant color, instant happy, instant vibrancy. So if you did want to intermix them, you could. If you're having a special occasion and you want to decorate, you know what happens is we spend a lot of money on flowers.
Yes.
And then they go away. With this could be your vibrancy, your special occasion, your pop, and then after the occasion's over, you still have them. You can move them somewhere else. So it's completely up to you how you use them, but you're getting 2, and if you need more than 2, then do it. FlexPay makes it $7.99. We'll call it $8, okay? And because these are so big and give you so much of a oomph, and to your point, if I can separate them, they're still vibrant and substantial. If you want to do that, think about how you're going to use them and then go ahead and get them while we have them.
Yes.
Because one thing about these and pieces like these from Improvements is that we can't keep them in stock very long.
And that's very, very true. And we haven't had spheres for a long time. What we've done with Improvements is bring you different styles. So we've had them with little lights, we've had them with little flowers, we've had them plain and just in color. We haven't done the Petunia spheres, and we haven't had spheres for a couple of years. So that's no years for spheres. But now they're here, so don't fear, because we've got these gorgeous spheres, and there's 72 gorgeous flowers. And that's what Tamara is referring to. They are lush, they are unbelievably dense with color. They have heft to them, but they're only about under 3 pounds, so you don't have to be intimidated if you choose to hang them. You're getting a lot of color, you're getting a lot of beauty, you're getting a beautiful, gorgeous, decorative piece that no one else is going to have. Now, we were talking earlier, there were real flowers that were available to you and you wanted to care for them. Maybe you've got to wait for your flowers to grow. You don't have to. Once the box comes, you've got spring has sprung in your yard or garden. They're going to be super decorative, they're going to be bright, they're never going to die, and they're always going to stay just as beautiful. If they get dusty, you simply hose them down. Remember, they're water resistant and fade resistant and rust resistant. They are ample, they're just gorgeous, and you are going to have something that's going to be a real wow in your yard or garden or in your home, because remember, you can decorate with these inside the home because they don't need sunlight and they don't need watering.
This is great. This is truly worry-free. You're done. You look amazing. Spring is right there. Spring is ready and waiting for you. And these are all from Improvements. And when you see, because you can't deny that when you see the vibrant color, it just makes you smile and it just brightens up everything. And even if these are the only 2 things that you add to your garden this year, or your outdoor space, or maybe it's the front of the house. You know, there are so many, I love like Instagram where people will like redo the front of their house for every season, and that's really nice, but most of us don't do that. That's a lot of work and a lot of money, right? Or I just add little touches in a pop. So when somebody comes up to the front door and these are like flanking the door in a pot, how beautiful is that? And it took you no time. So as you're looking at these, again, with the colors that are never gonna fade.
Exactly.
Yellows, these tangerine, kind of mango orange, and this bright hot pink. It's just everything that you would want, and it's always gonna be this beautiful. So use the QR code. That's gonna be your fastest way to get in.
Absolutely. And the thing that's so amazing is they make you smile because they really are dramatic. It's the size and the number of the blooms. 72 on each one of these gorgeous spheres. And spheres have been around for a decorative piece for a very, very, very long time. They've recently, in the past 5 or 6 years, had a renaissance. All the design magazines have spheres, but this is going to be something that no one is going to have but you. you because they're exclusive here through improvements at HSN. And we know Faux. We want to go ahead and give you things that are absolutely beautiful. The colors live in Mother Nature, so you're going to have something that's tried and true. And to Tamara's point, when someone walks up to your front door and you've got these flanking it, they're going to go, hey, nice green thumb.
Yes.
And no one's going to know but us.
Nobody knows. These are 895-607. That's the number. Brand new and exclusive. This is the place to get them. So, Deborah, you brought along a lot today.
Yes.
Deborah